Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, April 1. In Squiz Kids Today, our PM meets the real PM, a traditional Mexican bird parade, electric planes take flight and lucky socks avoid the wash. That's what's making news, kid style.
The Lowdown.
What would you do if you were Prime Minister for a day? That's the question that we asked you, our clever audience, and one kid found out the answer yesterday when he travelled to Canberra from his home in country Queensland to meet with the Prime Minister himself as the winner of our PM for a Day competition. Jett Jarvis is his name. He's a 12-year-old and lives in Dalveen near Warwick in Queensland, and yesterday took his cowboy hat and jeans and travelled all the way to our nation's capital to see firsthand how our country is run. Starting his day with an appearance on live TV with a cross from ABC's Parliament House studios, Jett was later honoured at a special morning tea organised by the Speaker of the House, Milton Dick, before taking his hat straight to the Prime Minister's office. Once there, he told the PM all about what he'd do if he were Prime Minister for a day, namely educate Aussies about food waste and how much fruit and veg gets thrown into the bin before it even reaches supermarket shelves, just because it looks a little bit wonky. For his part, the Prime Minister couldn't have been more supportive, agreeing that it impacts both the environment and farmers. In fact, he was so impressed with Squiz Kids PM for a Day that he stood up in Parliament during question time and told all the MPs gathered from all over the country what a pleasure it had been to meet our Jett. What a day! And to the almost 500 others of you that sent in an entry, a huge Squiz Kids salute to each and every one of you. Your ideas were all so great, your videos so clever and witty. If we could have taken you all to Canberra, we would have. Maybe that's an idea for next year's competition. Meanwhile, to get a flavour of Jett's visit to Canberra and listen to an interview he did with the PM, a special PM for a Day episode will drop on this very channel at 2 p.m. today.
Spin the globe.
Each day, we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today, we've landed in Mexico, where the streets are filled with colour, music, and towers of tiny tweeting travellers. Have you ever seen a stack of bird cages taller than a person? Every year on Palm Sunday, that's the Sunday just gone, marking the start of the week leading up to Easter, hundreds of pajareros, or traditional bird sellers, head into Mexico City carrying towering cages filled with finches, parakeets and cardinals, all chirping in chorus. On this day, the pajareros decorate their cages with flowers, tinsel, and images of the Virgin of Guadalupe. That's Mexico's patron saint, turning the whole scene into kind of a walking, chirping celebration. It's a tradition that's been passed down through generations, part culture, part livelihood. But it's also a tradition under pressure. Animal welfare groups have raised concerns about keeping and selling birds, and authorities have introduced stricter rules to protect wildlife. That means fewer bird sellers are taking part each year, with many families choosing different work for the future. So, while the songs still echo through the streets for now, this once common sight is becoming a little rarer with each passing year.
Weird science.
Have you ever felt that chest-rumbling roar of jet engines charging down a runway? Well, what if your next plane ride sounded more like a whisper than a roar? A Scottish airline, Logan Air, has begun testing battery-powered planes. For now, they're using them to deliver mail to remote parts of Scotland, letters and parcels zipping through the skies without the need for jet fuel. The planes, built by American Electric Aerospace Company, Beta Technology, can travel about 622 kilometres or 336 nautical miles and carry up to 560 kilograms. That's around 1,235 pounds. And what's driving the push to this new technology? Rising fuel prices and the race to make flying cleaner and quieter. And if it works, one day passengers could be hopping on board for short flights between islands and cities. And it got me wondering though, just how many AA batteries would it take to get that thing off the ground? And hoping that somebody has a charger.
Believe it or not.
We're staying in the UK for this story and moving from the realm of science to superstition. Have you ever put on an outfit and thought, today is my lucky day? Well, if you have, it turns out that you are not alone. A UK survey of 2,000 people found that more than half believe their clothes can actually bring them luck, especially for things like job interviews and tests. So, what's considered lucky? Socks, sentimental jewellery, and even specific shoes top the list, with 10% swearing by a trusty pair of undies. And colour matters too. Green is seen as lucky, while black and brown got the thumbs down. But here's where it gets a bit whiffy. Around 1/3 of people won't wash their lucky item, just in case they wash the luck away. And some have avoided the laundry for more than 2 weeks, which might explain a few things about my daughter's footy socks.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. On which religious festival do the pajareros of Mexico decorate their bird cages? That would be Palm Sunday. Question number 2. What is the name of the Scottish airline testing electric planes? It is called Logan Air. Well done if you got that one. Question number 3. What percentage of people surveyed said that they had a pair of undies that gave them luck? That's right, it is 10% of people.
Shoutouts.
It's Wednesday, April 1, also known as the one day of the year when you should trust absolutely no one. That's right, it's April Fool's Day, a day dedicated to pranks, tricks and harmless hoaxes where people all over the world try to catch each other out with a good old-fashioned gotcha. So keep your wits about you today and maybe double-check anything that sounds a little too strange to be true. It's also a special day for these quiz kids celebrating a birthday today. Dante from Windale, Layla from Yarrawonga, Pearl from Cannon Hill and Sadie from West Albury. Classroom shoutouts today go to Class 4 Blue with Ms Lewis from Dowlands College in Toowoomba, Class 5Q3 with Miss Williams at Springfield Central School, Class 3 for Jungle Explorers with Miss Lenehan at Bald Blair Public School in Guyra, Class 3 to 6 with Mr Bendersky at Lord Howe Island Central School. And lastly, but most definitely not leastly, Class 5 Red with Mrs Hamilton at Mater Dei Catholic Primary School in Wagga Wagga. Don't forget, if you have a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, you can drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au, or you can fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.